to figure out this camera angle thing, so just hang with me for just a minute. I'm not sure. Ugh. I'm doubting I can do it. You know what? I will, oh, I just found out how to do live chat, so that's nice by just pressing a button. Um, I'm just not sure this is working. Hang on. Thanks for being patient with me. I can't find like any sort of presets or, how I can set things up and adjust things. So also, when I tried to do the live thing, it would only let me do portrait mode, so I know that something's not quite right there. Um, so I'm just not sure. I think what we can do today is just go ahead and go for this. I see that one person is watching. Thank you. Appreciate that. Um, So I am working on some more celestial moon kind of vibe journals, and I really am liking the way that these are coming along. I haven't put any paper in them yet. This is just the cover. Of course, the cover is made from a cereal box. And, I really like the idea of recycling, and I think the more that we can recycle and repurpose and renew and reinvigorate the old things, the more that we keep out of the landfill. To finish these off, now I don't have any paper in here yet. Like I said, I am building spirit sticks. Now, spirit sticks are multi-layered little mixed media projects that I've seen Susan Taylor Brown do this. I've seen Tracy Fox do this. Lots of people do this, but I wanted to show you how I do my spirit sticks. And kind of just in the interest of time, I've got everything over here like ready to go. So that's cool. And we will get started. I really do hope this is the right angle. I'm kind of frustrated at the moment at the angle, but hopefully, you guys can see kind of what's going on. All right. I've seen a lot of people, like I said, do these. Some people use sticks, some people use skewers, some people use, different sorts of substrates to build these. What I really like is I like a simple pipe cleaner. I think a simple pipe cleaner is really a lot of fun because you can make it, if this is too long, you can just fold it up and make it into a shorter sort of spirit stick. I like the longish ones. I do measure these against the book that I'm working on so that they aren't too long, right? And if you fold a pipe cleaner, and this is just a standard size pipe cleaner, in half, and kind of give it a twist up here, and then twist it all the way down. Remember when you used to play with pipe cleaners, in Bible school? What was it? Pipe cleaners and macaroni, hot lemonade, cheap cookies. Oh, those were the days, man. Those were the days. I love Bible school. I loved Bible school because it was reading and it was art, and there was very little sports activity involved. Never been a big sports person. I like sports. I'm not good at sports. I'm 5 feet tall. I weigh 100 pounds. I remember when we did basketball in junior high as part of, PE, that my gym teacher allowed me to sit out on the whole basketball, 6 weeks or whatever we were doing there, and grade her papers and average her grades and things like that, because I actually got a black eye like the first day, and she's like, "Oh, get out of there, Cheryl, get out of there." And I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, Miss Helms." All right, so let's go ahead and get on with our layering. Mia is in her little nest. All right, first thing I like to do is I like to call this just a junk layer. It's some scrappy bits of fabric. I love this fabric, and I am so lucky because I have a lot of it, which is way nice. And I think for the first layer, let's do something small. I love the strings, but you can like get too many strings, and then, it doesn't look tatty like Tracy Fox says. It looks ratty. So, you want the tatty, but not the ratty going on here. So this is kind of the layer that we will build upon. Another reason that I really do like the pipe cleaners, y'all, is because it's a layer in itself. So you aren't starting with like a toothpick or a skewer or something like that. You've got something a little heftier to build upon, and I really do like that. So let's take a bit of Eileen's tacky glue. A wonderful lady named Lori B sent me a gigantic Happy Mail. It was full of paints and paper and pencils and markers and just it was all kinds of stuff. And she sent me a big bottle of tacky glue. Thank you, Miss Lori B. I do not know who you are. You did not put a return address on the... It was a truly happy, mysterious Happy Mail, because she just put a note in the box, and it was like, oh, this is awesome. It was very exciting. It was very exciting to get that. Almost like St. Nicholas had come and down the chimney and left Tammy a Christmas present, which was awesome. What did y'all get for Christmas? I got a tack bag, which I was very happy about. It's a bag that I can use every day, but when we go to the gun range, it will hold my gun and my ammunition, which I was very happy about that. I thought that was super cool. But like I said, it's for everyday use too as well. All right, so see what we've done here? We've kind of covered up the end, a little bit right here. It is stringy. That's okay. So we got some stringy going on here. The next thing that I want to do, y'all, I got a lot of upholstery trim. People have sent this to me, but Chris took me out a couple years ago. Well, it's before the COVID, which was probably 2019, and bought me a whole bunch of upholstery trim because I do use it occasionally on the books and journals that I make. Also, I really like to use it on my witching bottles. And I've got one kind of indigo over here. So you can see how I recycle my supplement bottles into witching bottles, which I really have a lot of fun doing that as well. So we are going to wrap, again, glue. Or, I was thinking about this a while ago. I was like, it would be kind of fun if you were into slow sewing and you just would rather sew these things to your substrate here. That little building block that you have going on. All right. I'm letting the trashy layer show through. I hate calling that a trashy layer because it's really not. It's really pretty. But like I said, I had a lot of that fabric, which is really serving me well because I've used it not only to make books and to make journals, but um, to do other things as well because I kind of love it. All right, this is what we have so far. I need to grab something to get the sticky off my fingers. I'm going to stand up and make sure that you guys are seeing this correctly. Awesome. Um, uh, in future, you know, I might just do direct live from the YouTube app. Leanne suggested that. So instead of scheduling something, I'll just go live. And now I know, you know, like comments, I can see those on my phone. And I'm wondering, and you guys can chime in, so if, you know, if I have my laptop set up beside me that I can say, hey, you know, to y'all, I think that would be super cool. Because one of my intentions for this year is to be more social. Honestly, since the plague, I have been more of a hermit than ever. I've always been a hermit. This is nothing new. Everybody knows it. And I'm thinking, you know, I just need to be more social. I don't want to go out more. I would just like to be able to interact, you know, on a more social basis with y'all. And I think it would be fun to be more social without going out the door. I'm really not fond of going out the door. And in 2020, I stopped driving for a lot of reasons that we won't go into here. All right. We have our tatty layer on. We have our upholstery trim on. We've tied a bit, and you can do whatever you want here. You can use any sort of fiber. I've used that hairy eyelash yarn, which is really super neat on these. The next layer here is a bit of fabric that matches the book, okay? You don't have to do it like this. I just think that the addition of a fabric that matches the book is a nice, it pulls everything together, you know, it gives everything a more polished look. Not that my books are polished at all. They are, you know, they're handmade, homemade books. They contain those foibles that all kinds of handmade, homemade things do. You know, you can always buy something from a manufacturer and it will be perfect and the angles will be perfect and the lines will be perfect. And it's like, you know, what is the fun of that? But it does kind of draw everything together. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I can see that I'm not going to have quite enough to do what I want to do. I also did not get out my good scissors. I have these. We'll see what happens here. Okay, that's just fine. It snowed here yesterday. And I finally got Miss Mia out for a walk. And then I almost fell. And it's like, I'm done with that. I'm going to spend the day inside again, working on things. It's very pretty. It is truly pretty. But goodness, you know, it gets a little treacherous. All right. So we've got everything kind of nicely snugged in here. That's a wee long. So, you know, I'm just going to let it be long like that because our next layer is the wire layer. And this is what the wire layer looks like. I just take a piece of wire and, you know, I mean, if you are just DIYing, you can make your wire out of a bread tie. Just reclaim some wire from around your house. I use a little bit of masking tape on the end so I can, so it won't, you know, totally flip off on me. And now we're just going to kind of dig into some beads. There's no rhyme or reason with this. I just put things on the wire. I kind of do hope they'll fit. Sorry, I've got string all over my fingers. All right, let's see. Hey, don't you feel like you got a bonus when you're doing something like this and they all go down, they all go on the string or they all go on the wire? It's like, yay! Hurrah, hurrah. Not being very specific with it. Really, the randomness of it is the funnest part of it. I would like the heart to... Oh. The heart's not going to fit. Oh, well. And that was hematite. I was really wanting to use that. Oh, well. It's okay. No worries. We got plenty of other pretty stuff to put here. I think what I'll do is let y'all know that I'm going live. Like, I'm going to try and do another live maybe on Thursday. And then everybody will have an opportunity to say hi. Let's see. Isn't that looking just pretty? I really like that. Okay. And then maybe do something. I'm limited to what I can do in the morning because Chris sleeps in the morning. He's a musician and he keeps late nights. He always has. Just fun. But I don't want to wake him up. You could do more ASMR videos. That might be fun. Okay, there we go. All right, now we're ready to put this on the spirit stick. You can tuck it into these layers that you have going on, like this. Or you can wrap it around the top, but I kind of like to stick it into the layers like that. And then just start wrapping it. Uh-oh, I don't think this one's... Oh, she doesn't want to do that. It's okay. She does not want to do that. So we're going to wrap this around here. And then start wrapping. And you'll want to be careful about that edge right there. I'll hunker that down by using some pliers. And see that strand that we had there? I'm just going to tuck under this. I'll leave the masking tape on. And then I'll cover it, because that really does secure it really well. I need a thicker piece. And you can do this with, you know, I've done it with lace or any other kind of fiber trim. I don't have a lot of lace, but I think that lace makes a really sweet addition to something like this. All right. The last thing that I really do like to do with these is to cover this top portion. And I think that our little tatty piece right here is going to be perfect for that. Just wrap it around. If there's content that you guys would like to see, please let me know. And we can, you know, I have some content plans, but, you know, always room for more. Always things to bring to the little party, right? Things that you might like to see or talk about or do or craft. Okay, that looks great. Let's see if I can tie it. Be a little tricky, but that's okay. I hope to have some witchy vibe journals finished today. Some celestial witchy vibes. So there we go. We have made a couple of spirit sticks. They almost, to me, look like smudge bundles. You know, when you're like wrapping your sage and everything into a bundle to clean and clear your air. You know, to me, it kind of looks like that. Very organic, very spirit-led, because you kind of really never know what's going to happen with them, and they're a lot of fun. You can sit here and just do them and do them and do them. It is very much an active meditation. So I highly recommend these fun spirit sticks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.